That's beautiful, alhamdulillah. Yeah? Now let us begin with the morning dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka an-nushur. Bismillahillazi la yadurru ma'asmihi shay'un fil ardi wala fis sama' wa huwa as-sami'ul alim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya. Allahumma zidni ilman nafi'a wa rizqan tayyiba wa amalan mutaqabbala. Ya muqallibal qulub thabbit qulubana ala dinik wa ala ta'atik. Allahumma adkhilna jannatak wa ajirna minan nar. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azaban nar. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amin ya rabbil alamin. Inshallah, I'm going to give you the second salam again, because the first salam today is not respond properly. Normally we respond very positively, but today it's a bit soft. Yeah? After the long break, you know, everybody is calm down, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah. To all the brothers and sisters, once again, we would like to thank Allah Rabbul Alameen that He have given us the opportunity to continue with our activities. He have given us the opportunity to participate in our Sunday class. And also He is giving us a very, very blessed opportunity is to fast in this coming Ramadan al-Mubarak. Fasting month is just a few days ahead. Anybody who are given the opportunity to receive Ramadan is a great blessing from Allah Rabbul Alameen, because Ramadan al-Mubarak is a blessed month that only those who've been blessed by Allah is given this opportunity again. We have been asking Allah humbly, without fail, for His blessing. Allahumma bika asbahna, to bless our morning till the evening to come, to bless our evening until the next morning, to bless our living that we are going to live in this world just temporarily, and also to bless our ending. And also may Allah prepare us to become a better Muslim. Muslim who have vision and mission. Not just think of themselves, but they have a mission and vision. To do that, brothers and sisters, we must prepare ourselves for the migration. The country have experienced a migration. We have to experience our own migration. Not to be judgmental, not to be negative. Don't give up hope, but move forward. Allah in the Quran said, "Allazina amanu wa hajaru wa jahadu fi sabilillah." In this ayah, Allah is telling us a believer is a person who are ready to make changes. We are not perfect. Allah knows that we are not perfect. We know that we are not perfect. Every human being knows that we are no angels. Even the book we are going through is about the angel, just to remind us that none of us are angels. We are not perfect. But we are trying our best to become better. Even if you become good, you cannot compare yourself with angels. You leave it to Allah to compare. Sometimes we can be above the angels. Sometimes we can be worse than the animals. There is a difference between a human being. You are given the opportunity to move upward or go downward. Choice is us. You can be better than the angels, but you can be worse than the animals. We are in between. But let Allah judge us. Allah said, Allazina amanu, those who believe in Allah, wahajaru, are the people who are preparing themselves to change, to migrate. The word that Allah used for changes is migration. We have to move forward. We have been taught from the old schools. We are so tradition before. We are still used with the norm before. If the norm is correct, move forward. If the norm is not correct, you have to migrate. Changes is very important. Then only you can say that you are moving forward. You are following what? Al-Waqa. You are following, Waqa means reality. In life, everything have to move forward. The country is developing. We have to develop ourselves. We have to discipline ourselves. We have to think positively so that we can be constructive to ourselves, our family, and to the country, and to the world, inshallah. Now that's why Allah said, a believer is a person who are preparing to make hijrah. Now what is hijrah? We thought hijrah is moving from one place to another place. Yes, that also is considered physical hijrah. If you are in a bad environment, then you have to move to a better environment. There is the first hijrah about the environment. Sometimes we are good, but environment is not helping. Young people always ask me, how can we young people be guided? How can we young people be safe? I said, look into your environment. You are good. Your parents want the best for you. But if you choose the wrong environment, you are not helping yourself. If you are in an environment of people who like to drink, sooner or later you pick up the habit of drinking. If you are in an environment of people who like to smoke, sooner or later you'll be a victim and become a smoker. Because Allah knows that we are weak. That's why Allah wants us to help ourselves. Wake up and ask ourselves, are we going to be the old me, or I'm going to be you, a new me? Ramadan is just coming very close. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow, after tomorrow, then the Hilal, the sighting of Hilal is going to take place. Then if the government have made the announcement, the sighting of the new moon, the Hilal, will be on Tuesday night. Then we know, in our country, most of the time, we can see the moon. And then the Prophet said, you complete 30 days of Sha'ban, then the next day you start to fast. So assume that Tuesday is the sighting of the moon. Our country is crowded with all the smoke. Yeah, the sky is very polluted. So you normally can't see. Then you complete 30 days of Sha'ban until Wednesday. Then Wednesday night is the beginning of our Qiyam. And Thursday morning is the beginning of our Siyam, our fasting. Just prepare yourself. Now, why we are saying about the Hijrah, we are moving to the different month. We hope that this month will change us. We must prepare ourselves to say, I'm not going to be the same person after this. Ya Allah, help us. But Allah said, you have to help yourself. You must have the intention and plan to make changes. Yeah. One of the changes I want to share with all the good husbands, only for husband first. There will come a day, a week for the woman who cannot fast. Because that is Allah's fitrah upon the woman. There will be 1 week maybe or more or less, the woman cannot fast and our wife cannot even pray. We know what I'm saying here. But the husband, they have to fast. You cannot share that kind of privilege with the woman. You cannot say, I fast when my wife fasts. If my wife have a break, I also want to have a break. No, 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 no. There's a difference between man and woman. Now, it's time to make some sacrifice for the man. When our women don't have to fast, if Allah have give them a break, we also give them a break. Don't wake them up in the morning for sahur, because there's no sahur for them. Let them have a good rest. They can prepare everything for us before sahur. And mashallah, today you have all the microwave, you have all the 3-in-1. You know, why not? We show extra mercy to them. Don't wake up. But if the woman choose to wake up, is your extra sacrifice for your husband. Allah will reward you for doing that. You know? Even you don't have to fast, there's no sahur for you. You don't have to pretend, I also need sahur. No, no, no. There's no sahur. Sahur is only for people who fast. Yeah? So you only can wake up, you can make dua. Yeah. Dua you can make any time. Yeah? But I'm saying to the man first, yeah. If the man, you can start to discuss now. You have a few more days to go. If you agree, alhamdulillah. If the man said, cannot, because I love my wife food, you know, I love she to prepare for me, then inshallah, talk to her, and if she ready to serve you extra, yeah, she'll get extra reward for that. Yeah. But it's good to show extra mercy, make some changes. Migration, alhamdulillah. For all of us who are going to fast, we know how weak we are before Ramadan. Alhamdulillah, the election days also end before Ramadan. And it's time for everybody to respect everybody, to love everybody, and to move forward. It's time for us to work together for a better measure, inshallah. For Malaysian, they said, welcome home. For visitor, they said, welcome to Malaysia. Yeah? To see the peace, to enjoy the peace, the harmony, the understanding between fellow mankind. This is a new spirit that we want all of us to enjoy and work together as one big family, and then move together to develop this country with justice and with the spirit of harmony. Yeah, Amin. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in the hadith, Al-Muhajir man hajara min al-khataya wa zunub. Al-mu'min man amana nas ala amwalihim wa anfusihim. The meaning is that a muhajir, a person who make hijrah, who said, I am going to make hijrah, I am going to migrate, is a person who migrate from the world of sins to the world of goodness, from bad to good, from negative to positive, from destructive to constructive, from being judgmental to be caring, loving, and sharing. That is the migration. Physical migration, from eating what we like to eat what is good for us. You understand that? Yeah? Our children just love to eat what they like to eat. We want them to have good food. We want them to have vegetable they don't like. We want them to have fruit they don't like. They want carbo all the way. They want sweet chocolate ice cream all the day. We know that's not healthy for them. One, they got diabetes, they're going to suffer. But we hope physical changes, we choose the food that we consume so that we are kind to our body. So there is a migration, physical migration. Anything that do not help your body, stay away. Have a good nutrition. We have a lot of doctors among us, can ask them for advice so that we become healthier. If you are to live long, last time the pension age 50 something, I think 58, 56, wallah, now increase, alhamdulillah, because our health has been very good because of the awareness of the nutrition we need to have. And history have proven the new leader of this country is like a grandfather to most of us, father to us. He's still healthy. Remember, we have to respect the elders. Don't ridicule the age of anybody. Don't look down on a person because of age. You have no right to do that at all. That's why the Muslim is being reminded by Allah, be careful what you want to say. Whatever you say is what will remain in the memory of the people. You want to say something, you think one day we get old. One day our children say, Papa, you are too old to talk to us, to tell us. You just keep quiet. Let us do what. Then you feel, why they say this to me? Because we have said this to others. Don't do that. The elder the person is, and if they are more healthier, the wiser they become. This is what we always hope and pray. We want to be a wise old man, not a burdened old man. Inshallah. That's how we show respect to the elders. And we are teaching the younger generation also to show respect to the elders. Our father, our father's father, our mother's mothers, and so on. Now the Prophet said, Hijrah is migrating from sin to goodness. Yeah? From something bad to good, negative to positive, and so on. Then he also said, a believer is a person who brings peace to himself and to others, because a believing person have peace to themselves. When you have peace, then you can bring peace to others. What is the peace that you can share to other people? Is the people feel safe from your hand and your tongue. The people feel so safe when they come to you. They know you are not going to condemn them, abuse them, humiliate them, because you are careful with your word. And you are not going to use your power that Allah have given you to oppress them, to be unjust to them. You don't do that. Those who are wrong, we hope they become good, become right again. Those who are negative, we hope they become positive again. This is very, very important. Wherever you go, there's a system. The system allows you to do certain things, then that is your right. And after that, the system said, we have to follow. Whoever is guiding us, leading us, we have to try our best to follow, as long as whoever is leading us do not call us to do anything against Allah and the teaching of the Prophet. We should follow. One is against, we just cannot. Example, if a leader said, be corrupted, you cannot. Oh, because the leader said, be corrupted. You cannot be corrupted, because corruption is haram. Example, just an example. So let us work for the future of our younger generation, so they have the understanding that Islam is the best, and they are following the Islamic spirit, that even our not yet Muslim family, neighbors, colleague, friend enjoy the beauty of Islam, and then they will, with the help of Allah, come and become a Muslim. It's a win-win thing, nothing to lose. But you don't have to force anybody. You just show them good example. Look at one ayah that I want to share with all the good brothers and sisters, that no one in this world today advise their people more than us. The whole world, the Muslim have to pray Jum'at, and every Jum'at there is a khutbah. The second khutbah, every khatib, either you are in China, India, Malaysia, Indonesia, Holland, America, London, anywhere you go, Africa, Middle East, the second khutbah, if you don't believe what I said, please listen again. For the second khutbah, every imam will recite one ayat. Inna Allah ya'murukum bil adli wal ihsan wa ita'i zil qurba wa yanha 'anil fahsya'i wal munkari wal baghi ila al-akhir ayat. Meaning every Muslim male, they were reminded by Allah every week, Remember, Allah Almighty command all of you to be fair and just, and be kind and loving. Ihsan bil adli wal ihsan. Allah said that. We are reminded every Jumaat. So it's time for us to prove to ourselves we follow this command of Allah. Be fair. Be just to yourself and to others. Because justice is for all. Justice don't recognize color, race. It's for all. There is a basic human right Allah offers to all of us, that we must try our best to uphold justice. Number one, when I say justice, I make it easier for us to understand. You must honor the right of every individual. Hakul haya, the right to live. Hakul karama, the right to be honored. Hakul ta'lim, the right to seek knowledge. Hakul kasab, the right to own, to be paid. If you work, you have the right to be paid. Work done, you must honor your contract. Pay them. According to Islam, it is so beautiful. Before, the workers sweat, get dry, pay them. But now we have an understanding. I finish, you pay. So it's not right. After we agreed, when I finish my job, I have to wait for 1 year. I will wait for 1 month. I have to survive. I have debt to pay and all. Don't do that. Hakul kasab. Have the right to be paid. Hakul tamliq, the right to own property. When you are the owner, nobody can just come and take it away from you. You have no right to take it. Either you buy it, negotiate, and then it's buying and selling. It's not robbing and stealing. How many right now? How many rights now? Number one, the right to live. You cannot say, no, you cannot live, you better die. Who said, who give you the right to call me to die? Number two, Hakul karama, the right to be honored. Even I'm poor, I have my honor, dignity. Even I am just standard 6, but I have the right to be honored. Even the woman have the right to be honored. Your worker have the right to be honored. Anas bin Malik said, when I was like a helper to the Prophet for 10 years, not even once the Prophet raised his voice to me. Allah, honor him. Even he is just a helper. You must honor him. Then, hakul what? Hakul ta'lim, the right to seek knowledge. Number what? That is number what now? Number 3. The fourth one, hakul, to be paid kasab. The fifth one, hakul tamlik. You have 2 more. I want you to record this so that you understand. 2 more. What is the 2 more? Hakul amal, number 1. The 5th one, the 6th one, hakul amal, the right to work. If you have knowledge, you must use your knowledge. You cannot say, no, you cannot work. You have the right to work. We have heard that we want to work, we want to develop the country. We do not want everybody to come here and help us and make us lazy. They come and they come up with all their workers, but we are not working. And we get angry and upset. But when you want to work, brother and sister, be committed. The problem of us today, we want big salary, but we are not committed. You want to build the country, you must work hard. Be committed. There is number 6. What is the last one? Haqqal Hurriya, the right to choose. Remember the girls who are not married yet. Your parents have no right to force you to marry any guy that they like. You have the right to choose. They have the right to recommend you. They have the right to try to help you. Filter for you. You can have a choice, but you may not be aware about the guy. So it's good. You introduce the guy to your parent. Let your parent, with their wisdom, try to do some homework. But don't look at the guy, what car you are driving. Then you know that your parents are materialistic. What is a car? We all start our life without car also. Bicycle, motorbike, the scooter, 75cc. But alhamdulillah, you move on, you work up together, and you get what you deserve. Don't value a person through material things. It's not true. The Prophet said, look at their religion and their character. Do they have good character? If they have good character and they have the religion background, alhamdulillah, meaning your children will be safe. But today, we don't like, because they are nobody. We only want people who is somebody. But at the end, who is going to suffer is our children. Haqqul Hurriya. So if you don't like the thing chosen by your parent, the parents still force you, you have the last draw. Sisters, girls, remember you have the last draw. Where is the last draw? When the juru nikah comes to you. They have to ask you, you agreed? You don't say, I don't like that guy. It's bad. You don't humiliate that person. You said, I'm not ready. Just have a good word. I am not ready. Then the juru nikah have to close their book. Then we just have tea and then bye-bye. Khalas, go home. But don't wait until the last moment, embarrassing. People waiting, ijab kabul, and then you have the ijab no kabul. This is just, even food, you have the right to choose, brothers and sisters. The man cannot say, when you married me, I'm a curry man. So no more soup curry, everyday curry. What is this? I love the man, I don't like the curry. The man like curry, I cook curry for him, I also cook soup for me. No problem. But sometimes you have people, no, you married me, everything I like, you like. You cannot do that. You cannot force people to eat something they can't eat. Very important. Sometimes because of culture differences, we have problems. They say, see, you are not faithful to me. There's nothing to do with faith. This is something I like. Even the Prophet liked something and he disliked something, but he did not force to other people. It's just like you're going to decorate your home. Your husband like blue and you like green. So you find a place where your husband like to stay more, put blue for him. Most of the time, the house is the woman who stay in more than the man. The men go out most of the time. So the best man is leave it to the wife to choose what color they like. That's how it goes, because color can be a headache. Don't underestimate color. Color can make you get headache. You just cannot. You got migraine. Each time you look at this color, astaghfirullah alazim. So all these are important. Hurriya. This is very important. So how many rights now? 7 basic human rights. Allahu Akbar. How beautiful. This is what Islam provide. In the West, people just talk about human right, have the right to express themselves. No. Even you want to express yourself, you must know other people also have right. You cannot just condemn a person, humiliate a person. There is a limit for everything. You cannot say, I have the right to throw everything I don't like outside my house. You throw in the dustbin, in the right place. You throw to the neighbor throw back to you. Then I don't know what right you are going to claim now. Oh, it's my right. After I drink a can of drink while I'm driving, it's my right. I throw the can outside. And then you may injure other people behind you. Maybe a bicycle driver, maybe a rider or a bike is coming, and then you just throw and hit them. Do you have the right to do that? No. Every right must be guided. That's why the Prophet said, "Al-mu'min man amana an-nas ala amwalihim wa anfusihim." A true believer is a person who brings peace. And people feel peace and secure. Their life, their dignity, their property is safe from a believer. The believer will not take anything that don't belong to them. A believer will not oppress anybody. A believer will not be injustice to anybody. That's how the believer have to behave. I believe strongly, brothers and sisters, if only we follow this command of Allah, be just and be kind, Allahu Akbar, the population of the Muslims have grown. But we fail to even to implement this simple command that was reminded to us every Friday. We don't care about what Allah said. Remember what Allah said. Qulillahumma malikal mulk tu'til mulka man tasha wa tanzi'u mulkam mimman tasha wa tu'izzu man tasha wa tuzillu man tasha ila al-akhir ayah. Say, O Muhammad, to the believing people, all kingdom belong to God. Allah is the owner of all the power. He give to whom He like, and He will take it back from whom He like. When He give is an amana, a trust, is our duty to fulfill the trust that was given to us with fairness, justice, kind, and love. And He honor whom honor the divine law. And if you don't honor, then you know what will be happen. You will not be honored anymore. That's what Allah said. And what Allah said is so. Is that true? Is true or not? Is so true. And may Allah protect all of us. And for the coming generation. Before I continue, since we are in this area, Al-Khadim is making another hijrah. When Ramadan come in, normally we try to plan what we can do more and more and more. We know that we have ongoing activities. Every night there will be a qiyam, inshallah. We start at 9 p.m. Isha and continue with the qiyam Ramadan, known as Tarawih prayer. So everybody can break fast at home, take your time, try to be here before 9. And in the same time, we have activities. Yesterday, we just have our volunteers doing the final checkup to the poor and the needy that they have been visiting. So that Ramadan will be the month for us to share and care. The more we receive from all the Jama'ah, then we can give more to the poor and the needy. Yeah? We have identified few spots. And the first exercise is yesterday with a group of volunteers working hand to hand with us. We have a team called Squad Pembasmian Kemiskinan, just to confirm that those who we want to help are genuine. Yeah? And we do not just help them financially, we also help them mentally, give them knowledge, classes. We work together with a lot of brothers and sisters, especially with Smart Thinker. We have another good Jama'ah from the Smart Thinker team. And now we plan a very unique plan because the youth is organizing a lot of activities from children, teenagers, 12 above. 12 above, the youth, our youth team will look into their activities. More to come. Why? To help our younger generation to become a better person. This is called character building activities. And then we just started to plan. Another group is focusing, especially the sisters, a mother figure for children 12 below, from the age of 2. Now this group, they need volunteers. Our youth, they specialize on 12 above. But we just have the new group led by mothers who is going to focus on children 12 below. What we are going to do for the children is to mentor them, to give them some skill that can help them to grow better from a young age, to reinforce the moral value, so that our children become grateful, thankful, and respectful. Now for these activities, whoever, look at there is a person to contact. Yeah? In the whiteboard, is that a number to contact? Is there a number to contact? Yes. Just give your name if you are ready. And we are planning for the first meeting. For those who have children 12 below, we may call you to send your children, because this team, first thing they want to do is to have a meeting with children, not with parents first. To understand what the children love most, what they like to do. Normally, we discuss among us and then plan for them. And sometimes we forget what they like because we are old now. We only think what we like. So now we have a different approach. We want to meet up with the children from 12 below. And then we are going to have a special meeting and discuss with them very freely to understand what they like to do first. Because it's important to know what our children like, not what we like. And then from there we work out a plan. And then this is where we need all those who want to volunteer yourself. You may have grandchildren, you may have your own children, age group 12 below. We will inform you when to send them, inshallah. We hope all of us become a very proactive mother, father, that we are preparing to help our future generation to become khairu ummah, the best ummah. With the right knowledge, the right value, inshallah, Allah help those who help themselves. Ameen. Don't forget to write down the contact number so that you can confirm. Say that I like to volunteer. Yeah? Then inshallah they will inform you when the time comes, inshallah. Let us go back to the book. The book, actually we should have started early, but today we have to share with all the good brothers and sisters more than what we have to learn today, to understand the reality and to understand what have happened and what we can learn from what happened and how we can improve ourselves by preparing ourselves to make migration. Yeah? We should be in page 72 if I'm not wrong. Yeah? Page 72. The angels with the sinners and the disbeliever. We're talking about angels. Now, whether you like it or not, the angel is always there. Whether you are good or bad, the angel is still there. Because they have to carry out their mission. Allah have appointed them for all of us. Whether you are good or bad, the angel will be there. The only thing that will happen, you are doing something that make the angel dislike. He have to be with you, but he don't like you. Yeah. Sometimes if you are not careful how to talk to your children, you are their parent, but they don't like you. But if they ask, where's your papa there? Where's your mama at home? They don't miss papa and mama. They miss friend. Because you are doing something that made them very unhappy. You always abuse them. You say, my son stupid. My daughter lazy. So after some time they really become lazy. And after some time your son really becomes stupid in front of you. In front of you he behave like he is a stupid boy, so that you don't call him to do anything. I'm stupid. Yeah. The angels, earlier part we talk about the angels with those who are good. Yeah? And now we are talking about the angels with the sinners. But before I continue, let me share with you this beautiful saying from Allah Rabbul Alameen. In Surah 27, verses 62. Surah 27, verses 62. It's not in this book. I just collect further more information here. Amman yujibul muttarra iza da'a. Allah is telling us, it's not He. That means Allah is reminding us, Allah, the God, the true God, the only one who responds to the distress, those who have problem, the distressed one, when he or she call on Him. Let us look at the history. It's been mentioned that there is a man of whom Abu Bakr Muhammad ibn Dawud ad-Daynuri, who was known as Ad-Daqi as-Safi, this man said, I used to transport people and their goods with a donkey that belonged to me as a transport, from Damascus, Syria, to Balad az-Zabadani, to another city. One day a man rode with me, and far part of the way we were traveling off the beaten track, meaning the normal road is this road. But after halfway of traveling, this guy and the rider, he said, let's go another way, shorter, take a shorter cut. He said to me, the one who hired this man, take this road, it is shorter. I said, that's no good. It's not a good road. This guy said, but it is shorter. I want this road. I pay you. So you have to follow me. So he had no other choice except to follow. We took the path. And it reached a place where it was very difficult to move. And there was a deep valley in which were many dead bodies. The sign of skeleton here and there. He said, hold the donkey's head so I can dismount. He dismounted, then he rolled up his sleeve and gathered up his garment, then he pulled out a knife and come after me. It's like you call for a Grab. The Grab have the GPS. You say, no, I want another route. And he trusts you, he follows you. I paid for you. I'm paying you so you follow me. But you have a different intention. So I ran away from him and he chased after me. I implore him by Allah. I asked him to have mercy. If you want my donkey and all the things that belong to me, take it. Just spare me. He said to this man, they are mine anyway. Everything is mine now. Whether you want to give me or not is mine. I'm going to kill you. I tried to scare him by reminding him of Allah and the punishment, but he paid no heed to that. He don't care. So I surrendered to him, but I asked him for a favor. Let me pray 2 rak'at. He know that he's going to kill me. Please give me some time. Let me pray 2 rak'at. He said, okay, go and pray 2 rak'at. So I stood up to pray, but the words of the Quran would not come to me. So difficult to recite. Why? You are under pressure now. You don't know what's going to happen. You're thinking after that, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. So your mind is not straight anymore. You cannot focus. I could not remember even a single ayat. So I remained standing for a long time, confused. And this guy who was waiting to kill me said, come on, finish your prayer. Why it take so long? Then Allah enabled me to recite, Amman yujibul muttarra iza da'a wa yaksifu su'a. The same ayah that I quote, 27, chapter 27, verse 62. Allah is asking us, am I not the God who responds to the distressed one when he call on me, and I will remove him from the evil. Allahu Akbar. Suddenly this man saw a horseman who had come from the mount of the valley with a spear in his hand. He threw the spear at the man, and it did not miss his heart. The man fell down dead. And I clung to the horseman and said, "By Allah, who are you?" He quickly hauled the horseman. "Who are you? Where do you come from?" He said, "I am the angel of the one who responds to the distressed one when he calls on him. I am the messenger. You call upon Allah, Allah sending his angel, who removed the evil. So I took my donkey and the baggage and returned home safe and sound." Allahu Akbar. And also remember what Allah has shown us about the mother of Ismail, Prophet Ismail's mother. What is the mother's name? Hagar. Sarah is the mother of Ishaq. The mother of Ismail is Hajar. Remember that Allah commanded her husband Ibrahim to put him in the desert where there's no one and nothing, pure desert. Leave some drink and dates food for her and the son Ismail. No one is there, only Allah. But because she asked the husband, "Oh, my beloved husband Ibrahim Khalilullah, is this the command of Allah? Did Allah command you to send me here and leave me here with my baby, our baby? That's all." He said, "Yes." "Then you can go. You can leave me. If Allah command you to do so, I'm ready to accept the qadar." Allahu Akbar. The reda. It's not easy. I think if this happened to you, you will scream and you commit suicide first in front of the guy. "You want to kill me? I kill myself in front of you. Don't torture me like that." But because their reda is so strong, then no more water. No one is there. He was running from one hill to another hill. That's why Safa and Marwa until today is been remembered by every Muslim who perform Umrah and Hajj. And after she had tried, then Allah sent Angel Gabriel, digging the earth with his wing. Angel Gabriel, and from nowhere water known as Zamzam flow out. Allahu Akbar. And what Jibril said, when Jibril dug Zamzam with his wing, the mother of Ismail had just started to scoop up the earth around it to block the water from flowing, just to gather the water. And that's why we call the well of Zamzam. Allahu Akbar. It's been said, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned in one of the hadiths in Musnad Imam Ahmad, "May Allah have mercy on Ismail's mother. Had she left Zamzam alone without trying to control it and scoop up some land and block the water from flowing, Zamzam would have been a stream flowing on the surface of the earth. the Zamzam water will keep on flowing out. But it's Allah's plan. Yeah? And that's how Allah Rabbul Alamin. And they always go against His command. And Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah verses 161, chapter number 2, yeah? Innal lazina kafaru wa matu wa hum kuffar ulaika alaihim la'natullah wal malaikati wan nasi ajma'in. Surely those who disbelieve in Allah, the Creator, the true God, and die as a kuffar, on them is the curse of Allah, the curse of the angels, and all the people. This is how Allah reminds us. If you disbelieve in God because you don't have knowledge, may Allah guide you. When you have the knowledge, you just been stubborn, arrogant, you don't care. Then there will be a time you have to face all the difficulties and suffering. Allah do not want to make us suffer, and that's why He keep on reminding us. He sent prophets after prophets to remind us, keep on reminding, reminder it was given. But we, out of arrogance, we don't care. Heartless, I don't care. Then the time have to come where Allah Rabbul Alamin will send down His punishment. We do not want to wait until that thing happen to us. So we must prepare to change, become a better, more positive person, and be kind, be just to everybody. Sometimes the angel bring down Allah's punishment and anger over the disbeliever and wrongdoer. Can you imagine, brother and sister, do you experience anything last night? Anybody experience anything last night? Huh? Anybody experience anything last night? Can anybody share with me what you experienced last night? Or early in the morning? Yeah? You experience rain? Other than rain? Other than rain? Allahu Akbar. So it's good to know, no? Last night, I don't know why I want to share with you today or not. I will share to you next day. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar lillahi alhamd. Yeah. Last night I woke up, yeah, because of a thunder. Yeah. Because of the thunder. They blackout our house. I don't know you experience blackout, not blackout in our place here. Allahu Akbar. When I look at this ayah about the thunder, Allah and the Prophet ﷺ is telling us the thunder is representing an angel. The thunder representing the angel who are in charge of the thunder. That the angel of thunder hold a spear and he moved the cloud to any direction which Allah command him to do. Yeah? So do not offend any angels. By offending them, you are become the enemy of Allah Rabbul Alameen. Allah said in Surah Al-Baqarah verses 97 and 98, قُلْ مَنْ كَانَ عَدُوًّا لِجِبْرِيلَ فَإِنَّهُ نَزَّلَهُ عَلَى قَلْبِكَ بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ وَهُدًى وَبُشْرَى لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَمَنْ كَانَ عَدُوًّا لِلَّهِ وَمَلَائِكَتِهِ وَرُسُلِهِ وَجِبْرِيلَ وَمِيكَالَ فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ عَدُوٌّ لِلْكَافِرِينَ. Say, O Muhammad, whoever is an enemy to Gabriel, let him die in his fury. For indeed he has brought the Quran down to your heart by Allah's permission, confirming what came before you, the Old Testament, the Torah, and the Injil, the New Testament, the Gospel, and guidance and glad tidings for the believers. Whoever is an enemy to Allah, His angels, His messengers, Gabriel, Mikael, then verily Allah is an enemy to the disbeliever. We have to believe what Allah said, even you can't see. All these are signs of Allah for those who reflect. So sometimes angels bring down Allah's punishment and anger over the disbeliever and wrongdoer. As an example, we saw earlier that the angel who came to Ibrahim were also sent to punish the people of Lut. Allah punished those people by making the angel drop down upon them poisonous stone from hellfire. And also what happened to Noah alayhi salam, Saleh alayhi salam, Moses, when King Pharaoh and his army, out of the arrogant chase after Moses and the lost sheep of Israel, and Allah destroyed them when they bypassed the Red Sea. Now Allah is telling us, Allah the Almighty have all the power to do anything He like. Proven to us in His book what happened in the past. Allah knows what is happening today, and He reminds us also. And Allah is telling us about our future, and He reminds us. And He knows the future. We do not know. Don't act like you know everything. You just have to open up your mind and heart and learn. Things that you do not know, be humble and ask. Ask. But remember, there are two types of scholars. Young scholar, sometimes very judgmental, because maybe they are young, their blood is still very hot, so their knowledge is very hot and heaty. But Allah gives you guidance. Seek guidance among the scholars from the elder scholar first. Sabiqun awwalun, the most pioneer, the most senior, because they have more understanding. You may dislike them. Oh, he's not strong. No, you don't understand. I have been young before, and I'm still young, alhamdulillah. And I know how I react when 30, 40 years ago. Very judgmental, very provoking. Then I realized, after we age, this is not the way of Allah. There is no wisdom. This is not the way of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who always engaged. He is not a bystander. He engaged. Anything bad, he counter with good. Anything negative, he respond with positive. He never give up. At the end of the day, Allah gives him victory. And we are very judgmental. Even Allah said to the Prophet, فَبِمَا رَحْمَةٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ لِنْتَ لَهُمْ وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَظًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ لَانْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. It's with the mercy of Allah, He put into the heart of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam rahmah, mercy. Like how our parents always have mercy to their children. Even their children have been so ungrateful, so disobedient, parents always have extra mercy. Allahu Akbar. When people show ungratefulness to the parent, I always pray, may Allah delay the parent from raising their hand to Allah. Because we are worried if the parent just can't take it anymore, and they start to talk to Allah. Oh Allah, do something to my children. That is the worst thing that is going to happen. Don't think that you are powerful. Oh, you have energy compared to your parents. They are old now, you're young. But don't think you can bully them. You have been blessed until today is because Allah's mercy in their heart, put into their heart. They never raise up their hand yet. Oh Allah, punish my son, my children. Allahu Akbar. Very important. If you are hard-hearted, judgmental, and if you are very hard on them, push them, they will run away from you. Allah said to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So as we grow, we learn. Why do you hate the person, judge the person, condemn the person? If they are wrong, try to correct them. But if they keep on rejecting the truth, then there's a time the Prophet said, if you see something that's very wrong, if you have the power, use your power. If you don't have the power, use your tongue, speak out. If you don't have the knowledge to speak out, then your heart must reject. Look into our latest bulletin. Whoever have now get the bulletin outside, then you can collect it. Read the muqaddimah from us. We have to remind everybody our responsibility. That's all. Yeah. So, Alhamdulillah, Allah has been so kind to us. We have been so disobedient, but He still shower His mercy upon us. And the blessing and the kindness of Allah upon us as Malaysian is amazing. We all are worried at one point, but Allah shower His blessing that we bring peace, and now we gain our honor. Not only among us, we find peace. Even people abroad, the world looking at us, they say, no bloodshed, no fighting. It's a blessing. Allahu Akbar. It's really a great blessing. I share how I feel with all of you. I don't know how you feel, I just share how I feel. That night, everything was quiet outside. When too quiet, it makes life also very scary. I have a sleepless night. Why? Because on and off, I hear sound outside my house. I heard sound. When too quiet, we don't know what is in people's heart and people's mind. I keep on praying. And I don't know what's happening in another area too. I know a lot of things happening in certain areas. And everybody have sleepless night. I keep on praying. I say it's better to not just keep awake, I also pray. On and off, I use my torchlight. I have a special torchlight. And walk with my special stick, moving around, guarding my house. Up and down, looking down, checking around the house. I hope no stranger come in. Alhamdulillah, Allah protect us. It was very peaceful. But the environment, when it is so peaceful, so anything move, even the wind come and move something, you feel that something is there. But Alhamdulillah, we all was very safe. The country have peace, Alhamdulillah. Who gave us this peace? Allah. And that is the peace we all are working forward and looking forward. Yeah? And remember, we are not here to represent any race. The Prophet is a rahmatul lil alamin, mercy to the world, to everyone. We are representing fellow mankind. We are representing, if we are staying in this country, we all are representing fellow Malaysian. We hope the spirit of Satu Malaysia is on now. We don't just want to say Satu Malaysia, word only. In reality, no. And it's time for us as believers to prove to all our fellow citizens we are the khairu ummah by word and action. And may Allah give guidance for those who still don't receive His guidance. Learn how to live together as a family. If you know that you are right, prove to them that you are right. Just don't say you are right and be arrogant about yourself. Prove to them that you are right. If you say you are good, prove to them that you are good. That is what we have to do. Inshallah. A sinner loses the company of angels and gains the company of the devil. He can only change this by quickly repenting to Allah. Salasatun la taqarrubuhum al-malaika al-junub was-siqran wal-mutadammajah bil-khuluq. There are three individuals whom the angel do not approach. A junub, we know who is a junub. A junub is a person who is in a state of major impurity or uncleanliness requiring a ghusl. Number 2 is a person who is drunken. Number 3, or khaluk, is a woman's perfume that contains saffron. It is prohibited for the man to wear it. There are certain kind of perfume that is not allowed for the man. It's like a certain dress that is not allowed for the man. Yeah? But for the man, brothers and sisters, please remember, you are encouraged to also wear perfume to make yourself smell good before you come close to your wife, or before you come close to the prayer hall for Jama'ah prayer, because you are not supposed to offend your fellow Muslim with bad smell. You are offending the angels. Yeah. But also remember, when you want to use hot perfume, strong perfume, please check with your wife. If the wife cannot take that perfume, but you like that perfume, you may have some problem. You wear it, the wife just cannot, when you come close, khalas, immediately he got headache, she got headache. Because your perfume is too hot. So be kind to her. If she say, okay, alhamdulillah. If not, your body smell is enough. And she may get very used to your body smell. But some men, he spray this spray, he come close to the wife just want to vomit sometimes. We thought that is good for you, but not for her. Yeah. That's why the Prophet forbid the man who eat onions, raw onion and garlic, to come to the mosque, because you may stand side by side with others and that person cannot take that smell. It's a great jihad for him when he was praying, standing beside of you. You know. So but if we all love onion, then it's no problem. Like if those Malaysians who love durian, you can eat durian and go and pray. And then because everybody smells durian and everybody enjoy the smell. The only thing that makes it, I think he go for Musang King. Or he's a 24, different category. Like they love the smell, no problem. But when you know that some people don't like that smell, like in our place we have foreigners who just cannot take the smell. Don't do that. You eat, you clean yourself, and then you come to the congregation. May Allah help us to do things that please the angels, so that the angels are close to us. And may Allah help us to stay away from injustice, and that will cause a lot of unrest. Amin. If there's any question, we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Question from the sisters first. Any question from the sisters? No question from the sisters. Good. Question from the brothers? Allahu Akbar. No question from the brothers. Just some sharing. You see a lot of things is moving. It's because we are preparing for Ramadan. We want to make things easier and cleaner. We extend the back portion because we want more people to feel easy to come and join us. We have changed the speakers. You can see something is changing inside too, to prepare the sound system. Yeah. And then tomorrow they start to do some changes at top to change our window, so where the aircon is there, the aircon can be contained than just getting out from the hall. We are trying to make things easier for our people. So anybody who like to participate in all these activities, who like to contribute, just come forward, and then so that everybody will be rewarded by Allah Rabbul Alameen. Yeah? There's a lot of cleaning going to happen after 3 today. All the youths is coming in to do a spring cleaning to make sure that we are ready for the coming Ramadan. Yeah, inshallah. So brothers and sisters, last, any question from the brothers? No? Any question from the sisters? No? Alhamdulillah. Don't forget to keep on praying for the goodness of all of us, for the peace of the country, and may Allah Rabbul Alameen accept all our deeds and forgive all our sin before Ramadan come in. We want to come into Ramadan clean, inshallah. Remember that, plan for this Ramadan with the best intention, a blessed and a best plan, inshallah. Those who still owe Allah for the past Ramadan, clean, pay your fidya as soon as possible so that you come in clean with a clean sheet, inshallah. Those who are not healthy, don't forget to pray for their health so that they can join us in this blessed month. Amin ya Rabbil Alamin. Wa billahi tawfiqi wal akhir da'wana walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. And lastly, brothers and sisters, don't forget the volunteers. You register those who have children. Don't forget to contact us. We will contact you. There are time we want to send your children to have a meeting with us. Only children. We want to meet with them, talk to them, and get ideas from them. Yeah, different approach now. Get ideas from them, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.